Hey YouTube, Shukin Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Meteor from Kamen Rider Fourze. So here's the thing, I particularly don't prefer Meteor as a character all that much, but when the original suit design came out, I absolutely fell in love with it. I'm a really big space nut. I loved space as a kid, went to space camp a couple times. For the family one, not the full week one, but anyway. So I adore space, and the fact that Fourze was space theme was probably the one things I actually did like about the show. And Meteor was no exception. The star chart design-esque thing on his suit just made me fall in love with the design, and it's still one of my favorite designs today. So, quick look at the box, done in a nice blue and black galaxy-esque thing with Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. I pointed those out in the wrong direction, but and a meteor right there. So that's always fun. Stuff on the back and on the side. So here we are with the figure. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Like I said, I love the star pattern on this guy. Very, very cool, and the figure art absolutely makes it perfect to me. It's a bit clustery in some places, but hey, that's space. Stars are in star clusters, so it makes sense. Meteor Galaxy down there, sculpted and painted great. The Meteor Driver isn't too bad. A little bit in more, not really detail, but a couple of paint splotches in the little disco dome would be kind of neat, but minor nitpicks, because I really do love the figure. Nice black glossy plastic all over the place here, and it really makes the white stars pop very well. The blue transparent plastic used here to kind of showcase the little cybernetics in there looks absolutely great as well. Only thing I would have preferred is for the eyes to stand out a little bit more than they do. It just kind of seems a little bit cloudy, but again, absolutely minor nitpicks, because I do like the fact that the compound eyes are still there, and the blue used on the visor looks great as well. And he's not too pointy, and I'm not in fear of this part of the helmet breaking if he falls or anything like that. I feel like it's pretty sturdy. So again, absolutely gorgeous figure. I love Meteor's design, and it just translated into a very good figure art. In terms of articulation, you've got all the standards with nothing hindered whatsoever. Full rotation up here at the neck. A little bit of hindrance here at the shoulder pad since it doesn't move. But if you just kind of weasel your way around, you can get a full rotation. It's just a little bit hard to pull off, but he can do all the necessary swinging. Full rotation here. Full rotation that way. Double joint right there at the elbow. Typical wrist joint. Hip system down here. If you spread it, the whole illusion of the whole stars thing kind of gets ruined. But that's alright. And double joint right there at the knee. And then the typical foot system down here. Back and forth. And toe. A crazy thing happened on my figure. I was playing with it actually right before this review. And the sole of his foot actually fell right off for some odd reason. I don't know why. So I had to put some super glue on it and put it back in, but the glue kind of went a little bit crazy, and now he can't move his foot left and right because it got glued. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but not much you can do about it. But again, really cool. The driver does have tendencies to kind of scoot around because the belt is in a loose piece, but really, really, really awesome figure. Might not like the character, but I absolutely adore the suit. So he comes with a fair amount of accessories, not a lot, but just the right amount. You have a Meteor Galaxy with the Meteor Switch inside of it. And likewise, you have a Meteor Driver with the Meteor Switch removed for the limit break. Hulashake in Roid Mode and Food Mode. And no, it doesn't open. a little pointy hand to go ahead and activate the limit break, just like that. 2 epic fighty whatcha hands, because you need those. 2 relaxed hands. And 2 thumbs up hands to do his your fate is mine to decide pose that he does after he transforms and stuff. So, all sorts of cool-y things to do. So Meteor is an absolutely fantastic toy, which is something you probably wouldn't expect to hear from me given how much I don't particularly like Fourze. But like I said, I absolutely loved Meteor's design since the first I saw him. I prefer it to Meteor Storm overall, but we'll see how that happens when I get the figure art in a couple days. Very, very awesome looking figure with very few flaws in my opinion. In fact, I don't particularly have any flaws with him in general. I just think everything turned out really, really cool on this guy. He's absolutely my favorite Fourze figure to date. And depending on how much Meteor Storm grows on me, he'll probably end up being my favorite unless Cosmic State somehow surprises the heck out of me. Really love the figure. As you can see, you can do all sorts of crazy poses, and I'm not even done yet. Just absolutely fantastic figure. Was released in July for 3,200 yen, standard retail. Not a problem to find him. I think most retail stores still have him in stock, so if you want to go ahead and get him, then by all means it should be incredibly easy. If you're a fan of Meteor, then by all means pick up this figure. The FMCS series, or the FMC series, there we go, figure just doesn't particularly cut it for me. I did take a look at it considering how much I like Meteor's costume, and it just didn't bring out the whole starry costume, star chart details that I adored about this costume. Figure art does an amazing job at pulling that off. I can't stress how really cool this looks in person. So if you haven't picked up Meteor yet and you're a fan of the design, by all means pick him up. No loose joints, no real problems with it, no sculpt problems in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic figure. So if you haven't picked him up yet, definitely do so. Very, very much recommended. So you can check out shukenshobi.com for this updates, my reviews and hauls, and of course check out RiderDangersandRambles.com, the podcast bringing the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one.